Okay, Chickenbone John here again with a couple of new guitars, which are really my sort of entry-level model. So they're based on a plain box, 3-string. Just turn that down. I've got two. Got this green one, which is a fretted version, and the blue one, which is a fretless version. I'll just talk a little about them generally, and then just a little play. Well, I'll play something now. Just played absolutely clean through my little Roland microcube. No effects, no distortion or anything. This is the fretless one, and it's set up so you can play slide and also finger style. And a lot of people fretless, with your fingers. A lot of people really don't understand the idea of a fretless guitar. I think it's just for slide. The action on this, as you see, it's low enough to fret comfortably with your fingers. So it means you can do it very easy. It's got edge markers and dots, so you can see what you're doing. So that's a little bass run. You can same thing with a bar cut. The cool thing about this is you can play slide, but if you play with just your fingers rather than the slide on the fretboard, you get this sort of almost like a bass guitar, fretless bass. Which is a different tonality to what you get with the slide, which is why I think fretless guitars are really cool. But there's no excuse for a crazily high action. It's a setting with a machine nut, but it gives you a reasonably low action here. So as I say, it's a plain box, one-piece mahogany neck with a, in this case, a dark mahogany fretboard. Basic open back tuners, but good quality. There's no slack in these like a lot of the really cheap, nasty Chinese ones I've seen. Wide with a simple single coil pickup and just a volume control. But as usual, I always put the decent quality stuff on here, so it's an alpha control pot. Got this cute little, it's a Witchwood Brewery bottle top, which has got a little sort of hardwood bushing that fits onto your volume control. Switchcraft jack socket, and these quite cool floating bridges, which I got the idea of these from sort of 1930s guitars. It's got a fret wire saddle, so that gives you the continuity of the earthing or grounding of your pickup. But it's also got these notches, a little ridge with the notches behind, so that your strings are never going to skid and about and sort of go off the spacing. Here's exactly pretty much the same guitar. Pickup's in a different position on this. Whoops, I don't know where my lead's gone. So you get a bit more cut to the sound because you're picking up more treble overtones from the strings. But apart from that, the colour and the fact this has got frets, done nothing to the controls or whatever. It's purely the position of the pickup. Put some dirt on that. You get quite a good cuttings. So there you go. Two entry-level guitars. Simple plain box with this sort of black to green or black to blue sunburst, flat finish, matte finish, nicely polished and shaped necks, properly shaped necks, not cut out with a knife and fork, using some proper skill and some proper tools to make these. So, as I say, entry-level guitars, but none the worse for that. The playability is still up to my same usual standard. You're lacking the tone control, but these are very affordable playable guitars. Yet you'll be able to get a cheaper guitar than this, but for the money, I doubt very well you'll do any better in terms of the tone, the build quality, and the playability. Okay, thanks for dropping by.